This is the FCTO Daily Forex News Report for the 14th of June 2013. There was an overnight rebound in US stocks, with the Dow up 180.85 points, bringing Asian markets broadly higher today. The Nikkei rose over 340 points and pared some of this week's sharp losses. Japanese yen crosses followed and recovered mildly, while the Aussie and Kiwi also strengthened slightly. The Bank of Japan minutes for the May 21st to 22nd meeting noted a member thought the difficulty to meet the inflation target within the time frame triggered speculation on more extreme measures from the central bank and could cause financial imbalances. But in response to that, several members argued that the current policy framework allows the Bank of Japan enough flexibility. Board member Kiuchi proposed to loosen the target by turning it from a 2-year target to a medium to long-term goal, but was voted down by 8-1. Forecast of the policymakers on core consumer inflation was diverse, with members expecting 0.8% to 2.3% inflation in the year to March 2016. Median forecast was 1.9%. The US dollar remained soft this week, with the dollar index extending recent declines to as low as 80.59. The greenback was somewhat decoupled from stocks and yields. The Dow was merely stuck in range despite recent volatility and is held comfortably above the 55-day EMA so far and defended 15,000 on multiple attempts. 10-year yield made another 2013 high earlier this week. Recent developments makes next week's Federal Open Market Committee meeting more important than usual. Markets are somewhat worried that the Fed will taper the stimulus program while the economy is not ready for self-sustaining growth. Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke tried to convey the message that winding down the asset purchases doesn't mean a total exit, nor does raising interest rates. But markets have not been listening. The Fed will probably tweak the accompanying statement next week to adjust market expectations. In the Eurozone, European Central Bank Executive Board member Maersk said that the underlying price pressure in the Eurozone is subdued, while recovery is shallow with weak credit dynamics, and export growth would benefit from recovery in global demand. He said that a negative deposit rate may provide additional accommodation theoretically, but that would leave possible caveats and unintended side effects that may run counter to the central bank's policy easing intentions. And negative rates are in our bag of tools, but may or may not be deployed depending on the economic landscape. On the data front, New Zealand Business NZ Manufacturing Index improved to 59.2 in May. Eurozone CPI final reading in May will be released in the European session with Q1 employment. The US will release PPI, industrial production and Michigan sentiment later on today. For all the news affecting the Forex market throughout the day, join us at forexcurrencytradingonline.co.uk. That's forexcurrencytradingonline.co.uk.